Members of the Senate Intelligence Committee. She's with us exclusively. Senator, you're one of the people that will be sitting in those chairs asking questions today. You have read the statement, of course, from Director Comey.
Yes.
You're a former prosecutor, among other things.
Correct.
If you accept every single word of that statement as true, do you think there's a sufficient case for obstruction of justice?
I think there are a lot more questions to ask of Mr. Comey. I'm looking forward to the hearing today, but there's no question we have to get to the truth of what's going on. Comey's statement, the written statement, validates some of the reports that we've been hearing that have led us to this point of even questioning whether there's been obstruction of justice. He outlines clearly that there have been conversations initiated by the president that seem to be intended to interfere with the investigation, at least as it relates to Flynn. His letter, in terms of his written statement, Comey's statement, validates that he was asked to take a loyalty oath. And when I think about that, I was the District Attorney of San Francisco, the Attorney General of California. I'm now a United States Senator. I've taken the oath many times. The oath was to the Constitution of the United States, not to an individual. It's completely inappropriate.
But on the other hand, there are aspects of this statement that do corroborate what Trump himself said. The president said, I was assured personally 3 times by Director Comey that I was not personally under investigation. You were asked about this on an interview. You said, as a prosecutor, you would have never talked to someone who may have been in the zone of investigation and tell them that they're not someone we're looking at. That just doesn't happen.
Correct.
Your words. It happened.
That's right. You are right. And so at least it is inappropriate. But what we'll see today is we're going to get more facts, we're going to get more information, and we'll see what's there in terms of what should be the next and appropriate next step for the United States Senate and any other investigator who's looking at this matter.
Did you think the Comey statement would be more of a smoking gun than what you see?
I didn't have any expectations. I think there is actually, about all of this, nothing that any of us could have expected when we think about the normal goings-on of a president of the United States or a criminal investigation. But I will say that as we go forward, it is very important that we get to the heart of the matter and get to the truth. What happened? That's the most important thing. This certainly is taking on a proportion about is just drama, and everyone is watching it. But this is not a television show. This is about the office of the President of the United States. And it is critical that we find out what is going on, what has happened, so we can get to the truth and move on.
But some people say, look, you look at these facts, if you put them in the light most favorable to the President, this is not a Washington guy. This is somebody who came in and maybe did not fully grasp that it's not appropriate, for example, to say, hey, do you need to get into this investigation? Or could you say publicly that I'm not under investigation, the thing you've told me privately? Why is it not a reasonable interpretation? Why is that not, to give him the benefit of the doubt, why is that not credible?
When you take the oath to be the President of the United States, the American public has a right to expect that you know better, period.
What's the #1 question you have for Comey today?
I have lots of questions, including whether he spoke with Jeff Sessions about the investigation. Was that before or after Jeff Sessions' recusal? I have questions about what conversations were initiated by any other member of the staff around what was going on with the investigation. I have questions about whether there were any other conversations with anyone else initiated by those people with Comey about the nature of the investigation or asking him to slow it down or stop.
Senator Kamala Harris, a busy day for you. Thanks for getting up early with us.
Thank
We appreciate
you. Great to be with you, Savannah.
Thank you. We turn to Chuck Todd and Jeremy Bash, our national security analysts.